What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and today we're going to be talking about YouTube drama because it invited itself pretty much. Anyways, as many of you guys will know, recently Jason Dunnington, formerly of Inside Sim Racing, one of the larger YouTube channels focusing on sim racing, was let go due to budget constraints. Excuse me. As such, he left and decided to start up his own YouTube channel, do his own thing. More power to him, that's fantastic. However, because he was a former Inside Sim Racing host, it got a little bit of airtime within the community and, was pretty well known. And as such, somebody had actually noticed the video and decided to post it on the iRacing forums. They had posted it under the forum title, ISR's Latest Casualty. And you might be wondering, perhaps you're not aware, why casualty? What's that? That seems kind of harsh. We don't even know what actually happened, and we're already calling it a casualty. Uh-oh. But back in November, December, somewhere thereabouts last year, Darren and longtime co-host of Inside Sim Racing, Sean Cole, had a argument or something. They split ways, and there was a lot of mess within the community. It was very hard to not notice that there was a breakup going on between those two. Sean left, started the Simpit, which he operates himself. Darren is still with Inside Sim Racing. So it wasn't necessarily a stretch to think that Jason was basically kicked to the curb unceremoniously, or there was an argument, or whatever had happened. To which I responded in that forum thread, basically. I do believe these were actually my words, even though I can't actually go back to get them for you and put those on screen because they've been removed and sent to the iRacing Boneyard with the whole thread. But, gee, when I stopped making Battlefield videos, I thought I was done with the YouTube drama. Which, yeah, if you've made Battlefield videos and been around that community, there is a good bit of drama around it. Battlefield, Call of Duty, yeah, everybody knows about it. There's rivalries and spats all over the place. It's nothing new, nothing strange, certainly nothing to take exemption to. There was nothing within that comment that was trolling. There was nothing in that comment that was, baiting. And nobody had an issue with it. Nobody had any issue with it at all. And anybody who saw that thread, while it was still alive, I'm pretty sure would also agree that there was really no harm intended. If anything, it was more about the fact that why can't this guy just do his own thing? Why does it got to be a drama thing? Why does it got to be YouTube drama? Which in turn actually created YouTube drama. Wow. Because, well, Darren from Inside Sim Racing decided to respond to that reply on the forums, stating essentially, Empty Box is trolling yet another topic. I've come to expect, nothing less from the Empty Box, or something to that effect. Basically saying I'm trolling, and I'm crazy, and I basically need to get out, or whatever. It's pretty silly, but to which I responded, geesh, it's just another Darren Ganji comment, Same thing that he's done numerous times. If you are within the sim racing community, you will have undoubtedly have seen the many meltdowns that this guy has had time and time again. Which, well, after making that comment, I get this PM. And there's even a little bit more history here, so let's dive into that history because it makes this PM all the much more hilarious. Remember, this guy is supposed to be operating one of the largest sim racing YouTube channels, one of the most professional sim racing YouTube channels, its own special professional form. This is not what I should be seeing from a guy who is a guy who is trying to portray himself as a community leader, okay? Back in November, December, when there was the mess between Darren and Sean and their split between one another, whatever happened there, I don't care, doesn't matter to me. I actually had received a message on YouTube from Darren stating that he was interested in seeing if I would do some videos for him. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I'm doing my own little thing. And I respond that, I'm not really all that much interested, I like to do my own thing. I like to have my own, creative freedom and do things the way I want to do them. I don't want to have to do things the inside sim racing way. I don't like structured reviews. I like the gameplay. That's what I want. When I'm looking for a review of a game, I don't go to IGN. I go to a place like Total Biscuit and watch, his videos on the same game because it gives me a better feel, I feel, for what to expect. That's the type of guy I am. That's why you see this YouTube channel sort of operated in that fashion. So I was really kind of hesitant. It's not really all that, oh yeah, definitely. And wasn't very uppity about it. But alas, he persisted, and we went back and forth a couple of times until eventually he's like, you know what, just go ahead and give me a call. Here's my phone number. Okay, this is professional guy, and we'll go ahead and talk about it. Maybe this is a good opportunity. If it's a good opportunity, it's a good opportunity, and, that's fantastic, But I don't need an opportunity. I don't need a YouTube channel. I don't need any of this. I have a job. I am a normal, functional member of society, so what does it really matter? It has to be an actually good deal or something advantageous to me. But so I give him a call and got his voicemail. And I left a message saying, hey, call me back. And I heard nothing. A couple of days later, I called back again, got nothing. A couple of days later, I get a phone call while I'm at work. Saying, hey, yeah, can you talk? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of work. I'm kind of busy right now. I'll go ahead and give you a call back when, I'm back at home or when I have more time. She's like, yeah, sure, that's great. That's fantastic. And, of course, I get home later that night, give him a call, nothing. Again. Yeah. And called back a couple of days later. Same thing. I figured, okay, whatever, don't care. Wasn't really all that excited for it anyways. Doesn't really make a big difference to me. Probably wasn't going to accept his offer anyways, so, whatever. It happened. Water under the bridge, right? But, alas, I get a phone call back. I get a phone call back a little bit later, probably about a week, saying, hey, yeah, I can talk right now. And it was the time that I could talk, but then I guess he had to run to the airport for some iRacing shindig at the NASCAR Hall of Fame or something like that. And he would call back when his airplane landed in Charlotte, and I never heard back from him again until literally a month later, which was after the spat between the two, between Darren and Sean, and then it became really clear why this guy was trying to get a new guy on to help out and add content and do reviews for all these other games. That way he could focus on whatever he wanted to focus on. He was looking, he was really trying to get me to review DTM Experience, which, yeah. But, so that happened. And that alone was just kind of like a red flag. It's like, I understand you're having community issues and, your best friend, I assume, your coworker, your longtime coworker, just left, and there was probably an argument, and it was stressful. No problem. But at the same time, it's also one of those things where I was thinking, why the hell are you calling me back a month later and saying, hey, yeah, I'm sorry, if maybe you want to work together in the future, that opportunity's still there. Like, you let a month pass, and then you call and say, hey, yeah, I'm sorry about not getting back to you. Okay, yeah, no. But, so there's that, which makes this first line so ungodly hilarious to me. Hopefully you guys will find it hilarious as well. This is after the forum thread with the Jason Dunnington's new channel and all that drama had played out. I get this series of PMs from him, and this is everything. This is exactly what you're going to see. I'll include my responses and everything like that so you can see how in the world we get there. But yeah, here's what Darren has to say about me. Keep in mind that this is the guy who couldn't even return a phone call. Keep in mind this is the guy who has also had several meltdowns against other community members. Anyways, funny how you think so many give a rat's ass about your worthless opinion. Get off your high horse, empty brain. What are you, 12? Plus the fact that you were trying to get me on your stupid freaking channel in the first place, you moron. You think I give a fuck about the trolls that post shrimp pit videos in my threads? Well, yeah, you kind of should, actually, because, well, there's a reason, and it's kind of this. You're no better than them. Join the Ganji Hater Club. You think I care, douchebag? You're just another YouTube channel that I kick ass over. Funny thing about that, if you actually go ahead and compare our channels side by side in recent times, actually my channel's probably doing better and set to have a better future than his. Yeah. And I'm an amateur guy who does this in his free time while still having a regular job like a normal functional member of society. And I don't promote my videos at all. I mean, at all. You know, you can ask Randolph Chenworth, my, iRacing teammate about that. I'm 10 times more likely to, tweet his stream out than I am to post one of my own videos. That's just the way I work. That's the way I've done things. It's not something I'm all that interested in, and the fact that I've had this much success should probably say something. But the fact that you can't even really show that you're that much better in a numbers way, that's really quite sad and pitiful, let alone to try and go ahead and belittle someone who is actually in the exact same place that you are, douchebag. Another jealous hater. Well, I'm not jealous. I have the exact same stats that your channel does there, buddy. And I haven't pissed off half the community, so I got that going for me. Sad dude, get a life because you need one. Okay? Maybe I do need a life. Probably do. Yeah, whatever. I don't see how that has any effect on anything. And again, what is this? This is supposed to be a professional guy. He's supposed to be a community leader who's trying to do all this good and be all professional and everything. And this is written by a 12-year-old. Empty brain? Really? That's the best you can do? Come on. To which I respond, figuring that this was a Friday night early post. I figured, hey, maybe he's had a few drinks. That's perfectly fine. Maybe he, rage PM'd. I'm going to assume you were drunk when you sent me this. It's better of the two logical conclusions I can make from your PM. The other logical conclusion being yet another Darren Ganji meltdown. To which he responded, I really don't care what you say. I saw your worthless threat to post my PM in the thread. I got removed. Oh, good. You're pals with iRacing. I deleted your reply here without reading it because life is too short to deal with people like you, and I really don't care what you think or say. You may want to take my advice and get a life, dude. You live on just about every forum and blog in this industry. Which, sidebar, isn't that part of actually being a community member? You're actually in the community? How can you actually claim to post these things and really have a good understanding when you don't actually get in the community and actually do things? It only takes me literally 10 minutes a day to check the various forums that I actually visit, and it's not that difficult. It's pretty much something that I'd consider part of being in the community. It's a standard thing. Get a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever is your preference, and stop having a hard-on for trying to make me look bad. No matter how hard you try, you will never bring me down. This. Oh, what is this? To which I just responded, you done, thinking, hey, maybe we can go ahead and get him to say something else that's entirely stupid and way out of line. Because apparently he is God incarnate and he is absolutely perfect. And, I know some people think I have, an ego or something like that, but I would never go ahead and call someone out because of their YouTube channel or anything like that, and especially when they're the same size channel. It's something that's so entirely stupid and so entirely 12-year-old-ish that it really is seemingly insignificant. And then to go ahead and try and say that, you're the bigger man and you're so special because you're Darren freaking Ganji, it's really quite sad. And that's why I'm making this video, because hopefully you guys can see that this is who Darren is. And this is something that we've seen time and time again, and everybody who's been affected by it, for example, Sean Cole, obviously the most obvious example, has just kind of said nothing about it and let it be and just go about their own business, do their own thing. But I don't have to do that. I have an option to go ahead and actually say this, and that's the point of this video, because somebody needs to say it, and I'm saying it because somebody has to say it and nobody wants to. So hopefully that will influence your decision to watch Inside Sim Racing and support these guys. I find it quite hilarious that this guy basically went out of his way to attack me on the forums when I didn't even do anything to him at all to warrant such a response. And this guy represents iRacing? Really? It's just mind-blowing. And don't get the wrong idea. Don't think that this is me trying to, promote myself or anything like that. It's certainly not that. In fact, I really kind of do regret doing this whole YouTube thing, because the fact that now when I come home from work, I don't get to just play the game that I enjoy. I have to be empty box. But part of being empty box is having the ability to say things like this and hopefully have people look at it and say, you know what? That's kind of stupid. And I know the reaction on this video is going to be very two-sided and everything like that, and I fully expect it. But like I said, anyone who watched this channel for a while now will definitely know that I have no problems speaking my opinion. And, well, it's just pitiful. It really is just pitiful. So, Darren, learn to be a professional. Bye.